An AI trading platform lives or dies on three things: speed, data, risk. Think about that for a second. Speed, because milliseconds literally decide profit or loss. Data, because your models are only as good as what they can see, right now, in real time. And risk control, well, because just one single bad trade executed at lightning speed can wipe out months of hard-earned gains. Welcome to this explainer. Today we're taking on a genuinely fascinating challenge. We're architecting the optimal, highly cost-efficient tech stack for an AI-based trading platform. We're going to figure out exactly how to build a ridiculously complex, lightning-fast trading system without unnecessarily burning through your capital. Now, what's really interesting about this is the core difference in philosophy. Designing a trading platform is a totally different beast from building your typical enterprise system. In a standard enterprise app, you're probably focused on massive feature sets, right? Beautiful user interfaces. But in an AI trading system, latency isn't just some nice-to-have feature. Latency is the entire product. Literally, if you are slow, you lose. So here's our blueprint. We're going to break this architecture down layer by layer. We'll look at the need for speed, data ingestion and storage, the AI and execution engines, in-process risk management, and finally, the back-end, infrastructure, and monitoring. Let's jump right into part one, the need for speed. In trading systems, you're going to hear a lot about the hot path. Essentially, this is the absolute latency-critical execution flow. It's the exact path that market data takes from the exchange, through your logic, and back out as a live trade order. Because speed is everything here, you need a dedicated market data feed handler written in an incredibly fast, low-level language. We're talking Go, C++, or Rust. Now look, you might absolutely love Python, and trust me, we're definitely going to use it later, but Python is simply too slow for raw feed parsing at this kind of scale. Moving right along to part two, data ingestion and storage. Okay, so once you actually pull that market data in, you need to stream it internally to your models. The standard heavyweight choice you always hear about is a full Apache Kafka cluster. But remember, we are specifically building a cost-efficient stack here. So our crucial budget-friendly alternative is Redpanda. Redpanda is a much lighter Kafka-compatible streaming model. It's way faster and significantly cheaper to run. By starting with just a single, reliable market data provider in Redpanda, you get massive performance with a fraction of the infrastructure overhead. Honestly, you only really need to scale up to that massive Kafka ecosystem when your trading volume absolutely demands it. Next up, we have storage. Trading platforms run entirely on time series data, right? Prices, ticks, indicators, all meticulously stamped by time. Now, if you've got an astronomically high query volume, you might immediately look at ClickHouse. But our cost-efficient pick? TimescaleDB. TimescaleDB is essentially Postgres, which, let's be real, most developer teams already know inside and out, but it's strapped with time series superpowers. It is open source, it totally avoids the massive costs of those proprietary platforms, and the best part is you can easily run a standard Postgres database right alongside it for your everyday transactional data, things like user accounts and order history. Which brings us to part three, the AI and execution engines. All right, here is where the actual intelligence lives. We build this layer in Python, using specific libraries depending on how complex the model is. Now, I know there's a huge temptation to just default to deep learning and neural networks using PyTorch simply because it sounds incredibly advanced. But our source material highlights a much smarter, way more cost-conscious path here. For the vast majority of trading strategies, gradient-boosted models like XGBoost actually outperform deep learning. They are dramatically cheaper to train, way faster to deploy, and importantly, they are so much easier to explain and debug. Seriously, you should really reserve PyTorch for problems that genuinely require massive pattern recognition across huge sets of unstructured data. A well-tuned XGBoost model is often just as profitable and incredibly friendlier to your budget. Oh, and a quick tip for backtesting those strategies before you actually go live: stick to solid open source frameworks like Backtrader or VectorB. So once your AI actually generates a signal, the execution engine has to pull the trigger. We are right back on the hot path here, so we demand fast, highly predictable languages. Go and C++ are the classics, but Rust is rapidly becoming the industry standard. Why? Well, because Rust combines the raw, blistering speed of C++ with guaranteed memory safety. And let me tell you, preventing memory leaks and random crashes is absolutely critical when actual, real money is on the line. Now, this execution engine needs to talk to Exchange APIs, and geography absolutely matters here. So, should you pay premium dollars to physically place your servers right inside the Exchange data center? Well, Honestly, unless you are running high-frequency trading strategies that are measured in literal microseconds, the answer is a hard no. A well-optimized Go or Rust service hosted in a standard cloud region is perfectly sufficient for the vast majority of algorithmic strategies. Plus, it's going to save you an absolute fortune in colocation fees. Let's shift gears to part 4, in-process risk management. Here's a question that completely trips up a lot of new quantitative funds. To protect your capital from, say, a rogue AI model, do you really need to go out and buy an insanely expensive third-party risk management suite? The answer, especially early on, is a resounding no. You protect the business by building hard, unbreakable rules directly into the execution path. We are talking about strict position limits, maximum daily loss thresholds, and automatic circuit breakers that just halt trading instantly if things start going sideways. This logic absolutely must live right next to the execution engine, as in-memory checks, because these risk checks have to happen before every single trade. Actually, a separate external system, that just creates a really dangerous lag. A well-written, thoroughly tested set of in-process risk checks covers you perfectly until you hit massive institutional scale. Finally, part 5, back-end infrastructure and monitoring. Okay, the golden rule of this entire architecture is this: speed only matters in the data and execution layers. Everywhere else, for user accounts, strategy configuration, generating reports, developer productivity matters way more than raw performance. Keep this backend layer in whatever language your team knows best. Node.js with Nest.js is fantastic. Or, if your AI team is already deep into Python, just use FastAPI to keep your non-execution stack completely unified. Pair that with a job orchestrator like Apache Airflow for scheduled tasks like retraining your models, and you've got yourself a highly productive environment. And of course, monitoring is not optional in a trading system. A delayed alert can be incredibly ruinously expensive. But again, you do not need a pricey commercial trading ops platform for this. Just containerize your services with Docker, manage them with Kubernetes as you start to grow, and rely on the open source powerhouses, Prometheus and Grafana. They are going to give you the exact same real-time visibility into latency, fill rates, and overall system health at an absolute fraction of the cost. So let's just take a breath and look at the complete blueprint we've built here. Go, C++, or Rust for the hot path where speed is literally everything. Timescale DB and PostgreSQL for your data. Python with XGBoost for lean, highly effective AI. In-process risk checks, living right next to the execution engine. Familiar frameworks like FastAPI or Nest.js for the backend. And Docker, Kubernetes, Prometheus, and Grafana, keeping a watchful, real-time eye over the whole shebang. The pattern here is actually really elegant and simple. Deploy fast, low-level languages only where milliseconds matter, and rely on productive, well-known, cost-efficient tools absolutely everywhere else. That is exactly how you architect a serious AI trading platform without burning your entire budget on infrastructure you simply don't need yet. So looking at this blueprint, are you ready to build your own stack? I highly encourage you to explore these tools, dig into the documentation, and see how they can transform your next complex project. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, but before you go, I want you to ask yourself, if you deployed your current tech stack to the market tomorrow, what hidden latency bottleneck would drain your capital first?